What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are in fact having a great day today. Today's video, we are hopping right back on the LS400 and we are fixing my heating issue. Reason why I'm fixing my heating issue is because, well, I have no heat and coldness is around the corner. So I'm fixing everything that I need to fix, which includes of course, my heater hose. I need to wake up. It's still early in the morning. I'm gonna be flushing out my heater core. Then I'm gonna go ahead and change out my heater hoses. And then I got other stuff right here. Thermostat, the ECT that I was telling you guys about in the other video, and the ECT connector itself. And I do want to go ahead and apologize about the engine coolant temperature, or ECT for short. That's not the ECT. That actually controls the needle inside of the dashboard. You see this green plug right here? That's the ECT. And the reason why my check engine light was on is because this wire decided to break on me out of nowhere for some reason, which causing my car to start poorly and having rough idles. So I'm going to be fixing all of that. I'm draining my coolant out of the radiator right now and everything, so I can go ahead and get started. In case if you guys are curious, in order to change your coolant, up here, I don't know if you guys can see that well, there's this little corkscrew thing, whatever you want to call it. It screws in this way and easy access, of course, lefty loosey, righty tighty. We're going to have if you are planning on reusing this like I am, get a bucket or something clean, then start draining. I got some more coolant. I just want to go ahead and drain this one because this is brand new and I'm not throwing this away. So as you can see, I'm letting this junk drip, and I can go ahead and get started. And the reason why I'm doing that is because this is the bypass that these idiots decided to put up here instead of actually doing the whole thing. So I believe I'm gonna have to take the air filter off and stuff, so that way I can gain more room, take the throttle body off, all that crazy stuff. You guys see me do this too many times, and especially on my first video of the LS. I gotta take this bypass off, and your boy went out and bought a longer heater hose so that way I could go ahead and flush the heater core, because I believe there's dirt in there. I'm not for sure if that was the reason they had to do a bypass. I said this before, I hate working behind people. I got my whole kit right here, and I got my water hose set up. So in the next clip, you guys are gonna see the setup, the actual setup, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so remember that little quote-unquote setup I told you guys I was gonna show y'all? Well, about that, I went on a different approach. Now, before I show you guys what I've done, my water hose is broken. Well, like, when I try to take this nozzle off, this is seized in there. You see all that water coming out? You see this little crack right here? It's broken. I didn't even try to turn it or anything like that. Well, like, I did try to turn it with like my bare hands and stuff, but I didn't want to use any pliers. But then I was trying to see if it worked, but I gotta get a new hose, guys. But here is a different approach I've took. Okay, so here's my vacuum. I used the blower end, and I used this these two little connector nozzles, and then I connected this heater hose all the way right here, you guys can see, and then I plugged these two in and then turn it on, and then green coolant came out, green instead of red. I thought this thing was like clogged for whatever reason, but I see why they took this off. Why would you put green coolant inside of a Lexus? But nevertheless, I got it all out. I actually like had this blown inwards and came out for like a good 2 minutes, so like all of it depleted. I'm pretty sure there's none left. I'm very confident. So now I'm going to take all this apart and try to get to this is the heater hose, well, bypass, and I'm trying to figure out how I can take this off. Hopefully I don't have to take this top part of the intake off just to get some room. I'm trying to do all of this without removing a lot of stuff because I just got this put back together. It was already running. I want to start from the back, work my way to the front, considering that back there is the hard part and up here is actually easy. So yeah, that's what's about to happen. I still got to clean all this stuff up. That's what's about to happen. So let me go ahead and attempt to try to see if I can find a way to get that bypass hose off, and I'll show you guys what I've done. Okay. Alright guys, so I got the hose put back up here. This is going towards the firewall, and so is this one back here right there. And normally you run two hoses just to do the flush and everything. There's plenty of videos on how to do it, and not on just the Lexus, just like any other car that has heater hose. But anyways, I don't know if you guys can see, but I can. I'm looking down there. I don't have a light for you guys, but down there I see the clamp. And there's probably going to be, this side is going to be a lot harder than what I thought it would be. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off real quick. This is just a breather tube or whatever for the fuel pressure regulator. But like I said, there's a clamp down there and on the other side. So it's going to be a lot tougher than what I thought it would be. Like I said, oh my gosh. Hopefully I can go ahead and get this out and mock up the new ones that I have and show you guys how it's going. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You might, if you want to, just take off a few more stuff just to get to it. That'd be easy for you, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. So, all right, guys, finally got this SOB out. This was real tough to get to, especially this side, because this one was facing like that way, and I had to take this heater core valve, well, heater hose valve off. It's just too deep to just moved it up and out of the way. And finally got it off, man. Sheesh, this thing was real tough to get off. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mock up my heater hoses and see if which goes where, because I don't know. Just in case you guys are interested in part numbers, I think that's the part number here and part number here for your second gen LS400. The same for the first and the same for the third, because I don't know how they're routed. So let me go ahead and route these two. Catch up with you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is one of the hoses fit, and it's this top part right here, which looks like an L shape right here. This one fits. Now the bad news is this one does not fit the other one at all, because this is too long and it's too complicated to actually retrofit it in there. And as you can see, this one goes to that firewall right there where the heater core meets, or whatever you want to call it. Now down there is going to be a hassle. I ended up using one of those what type of clamp is these? Not these clamps, but the other one where you have to use a wrench and stuff. I used an 8 to actually get down there, and she's not going anywhere. We're solid. Now hopefully I can utilize this heater hose. Now this is long enough. I can go ahead and like cut it to size in order to fit those two. And sadly I have to use these clamps right here, because this is going to be hard to actually get down there and get to. This hose I believe is for a first gen, and they sent me the wrong one. Sucks, but I have to do what I have to do and cut this thing. All right guys, boom, here's my setup, baby. Yes sir. I had to utilize and rearrange some clamps. So the two silver clamps that was on this thing, I replaced it with this one. I found two in the Taurus. Here's the other one. I swapped that over, put it over there, tighten everything down, and boom. So now the only thing I have to do now is put everything back together, and then I could go ahead and get started with the ECT. All right guys, so got the throttle body put back on, got the throttle cable assembly put back up here. Now in case everybody tell you guys you have to take this adjuster nut off, don't do it unless you have to. Say for instance, if you have to change these cables for whatever reason, don't do it. Just is this bolt 10 mils, take it up and out of the way, you're good. And I didn't take this off. Again, I don't want to mess anything up. So nevertheless, like I said, got the throttle body and stuff put back on. Oh, let's plug this guy in. There we go. Now since I can't find a video on how to do all of this, I had to do this myself. And like I said, this hose right here, I had to cut out and retrofit. This hose fit fine. This one right here did not. Get off the thing. Yeah, this one right here did not. But I think this goes for a first gen LS100 if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where it's mounted, so I had to utilize what I have. There was another hose online that is way different from the two, and I didn't get them offline. I got it from O'Reilly's, so yeah, sucks to be me, right? Now before I go ahead and put the air filter assembly back on, I'm gonna go ahead and get up here. I want to, which one do I want to change? The thermostat first, or let's go ahead and get the ECT out the way real quick. I'm gonna unplug that. Well, the plug's broken. Y'all see that wire right there? Yeah, that caused my check engine light to come on. And like I said, this is broken. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'm not going to snip this just yet. I still got the new one right here. Let me go ahead and get it. Thermostat, ECT plug, ECT itself. And again, just in case if you guys are interested in part numbers, boom, boom, and boom. Alright guys, so considering that these are damn near the same color and I don't know which is what, I'm gonna strip this wire first into my new harness, and I don't know which is what. I'm gonna figure it out in a little bit, and then vice versa on that side. Snip it, strip it, tape it down with some electrical tape, all that fun jazz, and then try to secure it somehow so that way the wires won't be exposed. And after that, I can go ahead and take my sensor out itself so I can swap that over and install everything, and I'll show you guys the final result. As Chris Fix would say, out with this old one and with the brand new one. Connector is in place and ready to go. So now the only thing I gotta do now is take the sensor off itself. This is a 19 or 3/4, just in case if you don't have one or the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out real quick and see what it looks like. Looking at this side by side, looks like we are good. Now the only thing I gotta do now is put Teflon tape on the threads and put it back in and plug it up. That's right guys, just like that, she is in. Alright, plug is in, ECT in, we're good. Now the last thing for me to do is change the thermostat, which is 2 bolts, they're 12s, boom boom. You may lose a little coolant, so if you do, just get you some more. I still got some stored, so let's go ahead and take this off. Oh, this one wanna fight me. There we go. Oops. Didn't mean to hit you guys. I don't know if I told you guys this, I didn't have a thermostat when I got this car. That's why it took my car long enough to warm up and everything. So we're gonna change that. And this gasket is history. Man, I think it's still somewhat good, but it's causing a leak and I don't like that. So this kit, I can't say it came with a gasket because they had to get that one separate. The gasket is in here, that's the thermostat. And let's go ahead and slap this in here, show you guys what it looks like. I got the thermostat in. You guys got to be real careful with this one. The thermostat goes in first, then this gasket, because I tried it the other way around and the gasket, not the gasket, but the thermostat was going everywhere. So yeah, thermostat, gasket. The gasket is going to be loosey somewhat, so you got to utilize some type of ability to actually keep it in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy back on and try to put everything else back together. Alright guys, so everything's put back together. I filled this reservoir up with the coolant that I had, and as well as filled this up. So far, we should be straight. I'm basically hoping and praying for the best. Nothing leaks out. It's time to test the heater, although it is hot. Let's go see how it does. Hopefully we don't have any leaks. You guys ever had that feeling that you feel like you accomplished something, but something's gonna go wrong? That's how I'm feeling right now. So, ECT is fixed. Okay. Burning some oil. I mean, that's, I can't say that's normal. Alright guys, so, I had an issue where the coolant was leaking out the bottom of the thermostat. I thought I cracked the thermostat housing because I did tighten it a little bit more than I did last time, but I didn't. I got the gasket sitting around the thermostat. You see, it goes like this. You just gotta take your time with it and just put it around the thing. So now I'm about to go ahead and reinstall this thing, pour some more coolant in here, and see how she runs. Alright guys, she's in. Make sure the bleeder is at the top. Otherwise than that, install, run the car for a good minute, and see if it works. That's exactly what I'm about to do though. Okay. Oh, looks like it's time for me to turn her off. Alright guys, so what I've done, I put the temperature on hot and put it on full blast to actually let the coolant circulate where the heater hoses are. So I know I'm gonna need to go out and get some more, obviously. I don't have any more leaks. We're good. There's no leaks in the rear, no leaks in the front. We're sealed tight so far. So everything works. The car starts the way it should. Instead of hesitantly start, it was that ECT. I'm glad I put the thermostat in so my car will warm up quicker, and especially like every morning when I have to go to work, every week of the morning, if that makes sense. I work 3 days. But nevertheless, I fixed my issue. Thermostat's in, ECT and the connector is in, and I put the heater hoses on, except for that one that didn't fit. Didn't see any videos on that, so I had to break everything down to size because there's barely any LS400 content out there. and I want to bring as much content as I can, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't done so. Turn on that post notification bell so that way you know every time when I post. With that being said, guys, I'm out. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.